No worries.
So first off, tell us about the Fellowship of Christian Athletes. You guys do a lot of stuff in the South Jersey area, and not sure how many people are really all that familiar with what you guys do.
Sure. The Fellowship of Christian Athletes is actually a national and international ministry. It's the largest sports ministry in the country, 60 years old. And FCA, really the mission of FCA is just touching one heart at a time to see the world impacted for Jesus Christ through the influence of coaches and athletes. And our mission is to present to coaches and athletes and all they influence the challenge and the adventure of receiving Christ as Savior and Lord and serving Him in their relationships and in fellowship with the churches and the community. So FCA here locally began about 17 years ago with a group of local men who got together and put together a leadership board for the ministry, wanting to reach out to coaches and athletes with a biblical view. And from that, the first staff person was Joe Matera. He was a local rep in the area, ministering to coaches and athletes through campus ministry. And the ministry has grown since that time, seen different staff people come, still strong leadership board. And in 2013, Joe really had a heart for surfing and began surf camps in Ocean City, and that has become a strong part of what FCA here does in our community in addition to campus ministry, having campus clubs in the schools, reaching out to coaches with coaches training, and also reaching into the community with community-based programs.
Now, Laura, before we get into the surf camp, I wanted to touch a little bit on the skateboarding camp you guys had recently in late July. We had a feature about that in Glory Days Magazine, the latest edition, and really cool event you guys put on for a couple of weeks down there in Ocean City on Asbury Ave. That new skate park is awesome. I mean, I was out there, and I couldn't believe how neat it was, and you guys got together, and I think it goes a long way to breaking down some of the stereotypes that people think skateboarders are like. I mean, a lot of these kids you had helping out are kids from Ocean City High School, really great kids, fine young men and women who, I mean, let's face it, a lot of times people think skateboarders are kind of, kids that are causing trouble in the community and getting into stuff. And this really goes a long way to show that, hey, these are good kids. They just want a place to skate and enjoy each other's company. And there's, these are kids who are honor students. They're out there helping the community. So talk about that a little bit and how that all came about. And I'm sure it's something you want to expand for next year.
Sure. We were so excited to use the facilities that Ocean City has established. A lot of time and energy went into putting together that skate park for the community, and the vision for those people that were building it was just to provide another place for kids and family and the community to gather and use it in a purposeful, healthy way. We've been doing surf camps now for 13 years. We've also do local power sports camps in Egg Harbor Township and in partnership in Linwood. And we just saw this as an opportunity to get the community together and do another completely unique type of camp that could draw in kids that haven't participated in some of the more mainstream sports. So we set out to use that facility by starting with a small skate camp in Upper Township last year, the previous season, and we brought in John Kranz from 316 Ministry in Coatesville, Pennsylvania. He really focuses his ministry on skate culture and skateboarders and the community. And so in partnership, we decided that we would love to use that facility in Ocean City. We went through a bid process, and we were awarded that bid. We actually were able to become part of the recreational department in Ocean City. And our goal was really to do exactly what you're talking about, to let the community know that a lot of people that skate, and actually the large majority of people that skate, just really are enjoying this as not only a recreation, but also a lifestyle in relationship with others. We see a lot of dads out there skating with their kids. We see a lot of families coming out and skating together. We saw the stands, at our camp filled with parents and grandparents, and, people just wanted to come by and see what we were doing. And I tell you, it was great to see these kids, 8 to 14 years old, coming out, and to see a lot of our volunteer staff were really both men and women who have enjoyed the benefits of FCA through the years and of community involvement, and they now wanting to give back. So reaching out to these young athletes and giving them the opportunity to come and serve and really do something that they love to do on a recreational basis and enjoy, and allow them to come alongside younger kids and cheer them on. And I even hear kids saying, hey, good grades this summer, and, watch me do some other sports that are out there. And so just, everybody coming together and loving their time.
I think that's really one of the biggest misconceptions, as a guy who's grown up for the most part at the Jersey Shore. I've hung around with a lot of skateboarders, surfers, snowboarding, and that whole community. They're really they get a bad rap sometimes. They're very socially aware, very community active, and camps like this I think really go a long way to showing what these kids are all about. These teenagers, they're good students. They get involved with their, maybe not necessarily with their school in the different sports, but with the community, and I think it goes a long way to showing, like, hey, these kids are not out there causing trouble. They're socializing with other kids. They're very positive towards the other guys and girls that are skating and surfing and all this stuff. So it's really, I guess stuff like this can really maybe form a new attitude towards these types of athletes, correct?
I agree. I really think there's so many positive things. There are dark parts of all cultures, and I think there are dark parts of organized sports that sometimes we don't want to take a look at because all of the positive things are right out in front of us. So cutting down on those misconceptions, when we go to the surf shops, the skate shops, they are more than happy to jump in. And you'll see whenever there's difficulty in town, oftentimes they're the first ones, in line, helping and encouraging and supporting one another. And I think that realizing that a lot of kids that are involved in sports are also enjoying these things on their off time. And it's a great opportunity, again, to use the facilities that Ocean City has built. They did a beautiful job with that skate park. I mean, I think when you came out, we were standing in the grass alongside the ramps and just enjoying ourselves and cheering everybody on. Yeah, it really is awesome. We're talking with Laura Matera from the FCA, and she helps run a surf camp and skateboarding camp. Laura, tell us real quick, we got about a minute or so left, about the surf camp. You guys have a couple more weeks of that. How can people get involved if they want to get their kids out there and try a little surfing? Well, Surf Camp in Ocean City started about 13 years ago through the Fellowship of Christian Athletes, and right now we're running an 8-week summer program that will continue again next year. We've got 1 week left in our program. You can actually still sign up. This is the first week that hasn't been full to capacity, so we still have space available. If you want to come on down, if you're 8 to 16 years old, and you can sign up right at the 58th Street Pavilion on Monday morning at 8 a.m., and that's FCASurf.org. But again, it's really exciting to see these surf camps come together. Really, our goal is one, to really keep the sport of surfing high priority. We have a rock-solid staff of 10 that enjoy surfing as a lifestyle and definitely pursue surfing hardcore in their life. But not only that, but we want to make sure that also high on that priority is the spiritual focus, relationship with Jesus Christ, and allowing kids in that time and in that day, that 5-hour day, to get in the water, to surf, to be encouraged, but also be able to sit on the sand and work through a Fellowship of Christian Athletes camp curriculum that really teaches them, the power of reaching into God's Word and finding strength and courage for their daily life and to take back to them. So that ability to take those kids, again, that staff, high school and college kids that are just pouring into the next generation, is really a unique and exciting part of what we do. I love the fact that in our community and in our camp, about 40% of our camp enrollment is coming from the local area. So again, those kids are coming out, they're getting involved with FCA, getting involved with surf. Surfing is something that everybody loves to try. So kids are coming from lacrosse, soccer, baseball, field hockey, skate, and they're enjoying surfing and they're trying that out and they're adding that onto the list of sports that they love. Then they're able to get involved with the Fellowship of Christian Athletes in their school huddles, in their local schools before and after and during lunch. also involved in other sports camps. And the rest of the 60%, they're on vacation. So it's really exciting to see that mix of local kids and kids on vacation, and we're all one big family and have those memories together. So kids are coming back 5 and 6 years in a row and really growing up in that FCA surf culture, and the better for it.
Good stuff, Laura. We're up against the break. Got to let you go, but thanks for letting us know about all that stuff, and we'll catch up with you soon.
Thank you. Talk to you soon.
All right, have a good weekend.
You too.
That was Laura Matera from the FCA. If you want to find out more, head to FCASurf.org.